I am Torbeck Ashrock III, and welcome to my adventures in Out of the Abyss. This is session 5. Last time, we were in a dungeon, and we were at the fountain, and Varn was able to figure out how to get us past the statue. When we came to, we discovered that Miniel and Mincat had joined us. How could I not have been aware of the Thri Kreen? They must have been following behind. While we were trying to figure out what to do next, we heard Hemoth shout out for help. He was fighting something in the water. Remember, Hemoth was trying to figure out a way to stop the water from rising. As we went over, I jumped into the water to try to help Hemoth. Mincat, the Thri Kreen, joined us, and he tapped me on the shoulder. Could you imagine my surprise turning around to see a Thri Kreen staring at me? It took me a while to regain my composure. In the meantime, Shushar was able to decipher that we were battling a water weird. What exactly a water weird is, I don't know. I'd never met one. But I'm certain it was some water form of creature, because that is what we were battling. Miniel was able to cause the ground to shake. Stool took some damage, so I had to use Healing Word on him, while I used Toll of the Dead on this water weird. The water weird grappled Miniel and began to drown her, but she was saved by Shushar. And finally, Varn defeated the water weird. As I examined our area, I discovered 2 loose rocks at the bottom of this pool of water. When I pulled on the rocks, our area began to flood. We decided quickly to tie our ropes together, and me and Mincat, the Thri Kreen, as we could hold our breath the longest, we would swim through the hole that we created and try to figure out if we could see where this ended. And if we could meet up with our party that was still searching for us, maybe we could send people back to help the rest of our group. Mincat and I found a tunnel that led to our party. We used the rope to pull Miniel and Hemoth back. But as I pulled Varn, I discovered he came up unconscious. I used my healing potion as well as Spare of the Dying to help revive him. Mincat had swum back. He had gone back to get Stool and tie Stool to himself. You see, Stool would float in water, and if he hit any of the walls, it would not end well for Stool. So Mincat was able to bring him up, and behind them came Glabagool. We made it back to our party, rested, and got stronger. Boy, did we need our rest, and it felt nice to feel stronger. We were woken by some mind flayers who were carrying a white flag. What were mind flayers doing here? They informed us that they wanted us to join the Society of Brilliance. We had to inform them that we were already part of the Society of Brilliance. So they joined us. See, these mind flayers had somehow detached themselves or broken free from the bonds they had with their elder brain. They were now trying to make things better with the Gith. So we decided to let Henry, the halfling that was in charge of the Society of Brilliance, to smooth things over between the Gith and the mind flayers. We continued to travel through the Purple Worm tunnels. Mincat summoned a quasit and named it Eric, but then denied having summoned it. I was a little bit confused. While we were traveling through these tunnels, I decided to mine for silver and teach Varn Undercommon. Eventually our tunnel ended at a sheer cliff drop. We decided to think about our next move, and we were joined by giant fire beetles. Behind them was lava. What was lava doing here? Why didn't we see it before? We decided to have Quasit who could fly take our rope across to the other end, which was lower than us, so the rope would act like some kind of zip line. And we decided to use it, and Glabagool came last, but as he came, he melted the rope. We had made it through the region called the Dark Lake, and we had come into a region known as the Long Chasm, which was densely packed by forest. As we continued our march, I taught Miniel how to use smith tools, and I discovered that Miniel worships a moon goddess named Sloon. Now, I don't know much about this moon they talk about, but they say it gives light in the dark. Anything that gives light must be evil. I am not so certain about this Miniel anymore. In fact, I'm not so certain about what this reality is. Is it a dream? Am I dead? We Duergar believe when you die, you spend your time mining, and you are surrounded by horrible creatures, such as the Thri Kreen Mincat and the Demogorgon that was haunting us. Is this real? I started to discuss this with my companions. They were convinced this was real, but I do not know. I am not sure. Such sightings, me mining, it doesn't add up to a reality that I, a Duergar, am used to. As I kept contemplating this, I continued to mine. Miniel went off to pray, and everybody else went to a betting game? I don't know. I was too busy figuring out what is reality. Are Duergars meant to busy themselves thinking of these things? I don't know. Much has happened, and much time have I to think about these things. Join me next time, my friends, and hopefully I'll have some answers, and hopefully we do not bump into the road of the Demogorgon, because I am sure things will not end well. We must prepare. We know we will eventually meet this Demogorgon, and hopefully we are prepared and well rested for that inevitability. Until next time, my friends, goodbye.